Hello, I'm Julie Weber, and I'm the director of the Missouri Poison Center at SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. I'm a pharmacist and a certified specialist in poison information, and I've been with the Poison Center for 30 years. So today I'd like to talk to you about the medication lookalikes. So what we start out with looking at here are our blue substances. And with those, we often think of something that's good to drink in a child's eyes. They can accidentally ingest that product. So with medications too, we don't want to refer to them as candy because so often, as we see with gummy bears or gummy vitamins, they look very much alike and then they taste good and a child can ingest a large quantity. Also, we have food products. Just like cake icing can look very similar to a toothpaste tube, or it can also look like an anti-itch gel. If your child gets into one of the substances, call and speak with an expert. Our hotline is available 24 hours a day, year-round, and you can speak with a medical expert. Now let's talk about some tips for safe storage of medications and products that are in our home. So really, safe storage is extremely important, and it starts out from that medication we get filled at the pharmacy. Often it'll have a child-resistant cap, and what's an important message we like to bring home is that it's child-resistant and slows children down, but it's not child-proof. And so that means they do have that ability at times to get into that product. Another thing is often adults have trouble getting these lids open and will want to use a pill planner or a medicine minder. And with this, we have to be extremely cautious because often it looks like something fun. It's colorful like children's toys, and they may be attracted to that. So with that, it's okay to use, but if we do, we have to remember to keep it up, away, out of sight. And if we're going to lock it up, we have some suggested devices. The lock boxes are wonderful that we can have either a padlock, a combination lock, even if you don't have something fancy like this. Just a box that you can lock up in the home and put that in the refrigerator or in a cabinet, somewhere where the child doesn't have access to it. Another device is with a combination lock, and we can put our different bottles of medication into this, and again, it's locked up. And I also like to remind families to get it up, out of sight, and away from them. Now let's talk about safe dosing of medications, both over-the-counter or OTC medications or prescription medications. So our household utensils are just not very accurate, and we really have to be cautious and want to speak with the pharmacist when you get your medication. The dosing syringe and the dosing cup are our two most important tools to use when giving medication to our infants or children. With that, we also need to be cautious that when we're looking at products that we really know if we're using an adult product versus a children's product versus an infant's. So again, it's very important to know that the Poison Center is here to ask dosing questions, and if a dosing mishap does happen, our medical experts, our nurses and pharmacists are available 24/7 to help with that question. Another item in our homes to be very cautious about are button batteries. Button batteries are found in our TV remotes, our gaming systems, in little toy cars, and in places that we really wouldn't expect, even greeting cards. They're even in tiny flashlights, and little hands can get these open, and they look again like something that they could eat. Even if you just question if a child has a button battery, this is something very serious, and we always ask that you call the Poison Center to really find out what you should do and if it's safe to watch that child at home or if it's something that we need to be seen in the emergency department for. And always remember, the Poison Center is here to help guide you to your next steps for safety. The last thing I'd like to talk about is when to call the Poison Center, and I have to say that's anytime. The Poison Center is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round. Our medical experts, our nurses, our pharmacists are here and ready to answer your call.